one. Action.
Action.
Hey everybody, welcome back to another
Oh,
episode of Sith Happens. This is technically episode 4, but we're doubling up, double feature.
we are doubling up. We have a lot to talk about. Oh my
There's
god.
so much to talk about. And we're sorry we missed you guys last week, but happy Thanksgiving. If you don't celebrate, happy Thursday.
That was last week though.
Yeah, I know, but we weren't there last week. That's what I was saying.
Wake up. I think if we continue the Friday trend, we're gonna have an episode on Christmas. The Sith Happens holiday special.
You are on to something. Hang on. Let's see here.
It is. I have a calendar right in front of me.
Okay, well, I don't believe you, so I'm going to do it myself. You're right.
And on New Year's Day. So it'll be Sith Happens 2021.
Dude, we're too good.
Also, I'm back in my bedroom. I'm not in school, so we have the Darth Vader helmet and Qui-Gon's lightsaber.
I'm still in my bathroom because as of right now, the Creative and Performing Arts building is closed, so I couldn't be on there today.
Nice. Okay. Do we want to begin with the last episode?
I think we should begin with whatever last week's episode was, which chapter 13.
Yes, that's what I was saying.
You said last episode, and I was like
last episode and this episode. So
okay, sure. Let's do last episode.
Okay. I loved it.
I really liked it.
Much. I swear, it was 3 a.m., 3 in the morning, and I'm sitting in my bedroom, and literally not even 10 seconds into the episode, we see her, and I literally gasped. I gasped so hard that my chest hurt, and I was like, oh my god! I'm surprised I didn't wake anyone up, because I went crazy the moment that I saw her.
I was so excited. I'm
gonna be honest, I didn't take notes on it because I was so excited. So our discussion on it might be a little.
Take notes.
I didn't take notes, but I did take notes on this episode, and you still can't see. They're there. I promise.
Anyways. Take notes on Mandalorian, but not your physics homework.
Hello. They're right here. I have both. I can do both.
Never mind. Oh, also, I will be wearing this shirt for the holidays.
Holiday special? Sounds good.
Yeah. But yeah, honestly, I was very, very pleased because I don't remember who it was, but I saw a video on TikTok and they were like, Mando going to a gas station for 30 minutes before he meets Ahsoka in the last 10. And I was like, I swear to God. But no, the episode right off the bat, white lightsabers, action. And I was like,
I knew with Dave Filoni we would get as much Ahsoka as possible.
I didn't know what to expect, but I was genuinely very surprised.
I don't know, because remember I used to be like, I have expectations, and if they're not met, I'm going to be upset.
Wasn't that you? Weren't you one of those people?
Yes, no, that's what I was saying. I said, but then when I watched the episode, I was like, I don't really know what my expectations were, but they were met because I loved it so much. I'm trying to, gosh, I wish I would have taken notes because I'm so forgetful too.
Yeah.
I have to watch something 3 times before I can actually give a valid opinion on it.
Understandable.
She looked great. One thing, there's a weird observation that I made, but she had a racerback shirt on, and that just felt very Ahsoka to me, which is a really weird observation, but I don't know. And we saw Morai, the owl. That was cool because I was talking with some of my friends before the episode, and one of them was like, what if we see Morai? And all of us were like, oh, probably not.
Okay, I was wondering.
We literally saw him.
I was wondering if that owl had any significance because I was like, man, they focused on that owl for a long time.
Yeah, that's the one that. So it was so on Mortis when the sister transferred her life force to Ahsoka to save her. That owl is the light, it's her almost, the sister, and it follows her around everywhere that she goes.
That's cool. I forgot about
Because
that
that's what,
entirely.
because at the end of the Clone Wars, when Vader finds Ahsoka's lightsaber and then he looks up and Morai's up there, that's how he knows that Ahsoka's still alive. You didn't know that?
Wait, is she also in the Vader and Ahsoka fight at the end of season 2?
I mean, she's not like the owl's not there in there, I don't think. But I know like it
There's
definitely follows her around like a lot.
there's like a bird that like flies away and it's like
Oh, then yeah. I know. I don't remember the Ahsoka versus Vader fight that in detail. It's been a while since I watched it.
I just remember there's a bird on the edge and it was like bird here and then like camera aimed downward and Vader's like walking away from the
Yeah.
camera.
Yes.
And I was like, why am I so focused on this bird?
Mm. I don't know. I learned that right at the end of Clone Wars. I thought you knew that as well because I feel like we talked about it in the group chat. But yes, we saw Morai and that was great. And we got an Anakin reference and a Yoda reference. Living.
It's too much.
It did kind of be hurting though, but it was cool.
Yeah, it did kind of make me sad because Mando was like, train him. And she was like, no. And she was like, train him. She was like, no. And he was like, why not? And she was like, because if I train him now, he'll get sad. And I was like, now I'm sad.
Yeah. A lot of people were saying that was really out of character of Ahsoka, or that Ahsoka was too like violent and aggressive. But I don't think so. I think that I don't know. She was obviously very. I think she was very serious.
Mm-hmm.
She was like that in Rebels too. I don't. I didn't see that as aggressive. She was on a mission. She wanted information, and
She
also
wanted to know. What?
she's old.
She is old.
She's not gonna be like the sassy like Ahsoka that we saw in the Clone Wars. Like
Yeah,
she's
Ahsoka's like freaking.
literally been beaten down every single waking moment of her life. And
She's literally like 30 now. And
yeah.
like, I'll tell you one thing, if I'm 30 and I act the same way I did when I was 17, I'll be a little disappointed in myself.
Yeah, I don't know. I just truly didn't have that many complaints about her. My one thing was the Montrals, but I think that's already been established that they made them shorter so that they could do like stunts and stuff easier.
Yeah, so like I was fine with that. And like at first, I'll admit, whenever I looked at her, I was like, I was just trying very hard to like make it make sense in my brain, but it's really hard. Like I don't, I like, I literally don't care. Like it just threw me off because the
Yeah.
only Ahsoka I know is animated. So
Yeah, no, yeah, and it's hard to transfer animation to live action.
exactly.
A good job. I thought the Ahsoka or not Ahsoka, Rosario. I thought she did a great job of portraying Ahsoka's like mannerisms, like when she would like turn around and like smirk, like that just was
Yes.
Ahsoka to me. That was animated Ahsoka in live action.
And
That
some of
was
the way she said her lines too,
yeah.
like they were
I wish they could have gotten Ashley to voice over, but I you do it like it is what it is. Like it was still fine, but yeah, she did a great job.
yeah, it was like like some of the lines she said were just so like perfect, had like perfect Ahsoka diction, and I was like,
Yeah.
that's her, that's her. Like,
Yeah.
and I don't know. I think my one qualm about, and like I like Ahsoka and Rebels. I don't want you guys screaming at me. My only problem with
Cancel Micah.
Ahsoka and Rebels, no, my only problem with Ahsoka and Rebels is that Ashley did not like change the voice at all, I guess. I mean, I don't really know how
Yeah.
voice acting works because I'm not a voice actor. But I just know that like if I had gone from 17 to like 25, I don't think I'd sound the same.
Yeah. I mean, she sounds a little different, but I think she still sounds soft spoken and like very young still. But I mean, Ashley's kind of sounds like that in general, but yeah, I
That's
do.
also fair. She does, yeah.
But yeah, no, it was weird to not hear Ashley at first. But then after like 30 seconds of her talking, like it was pretty easy to adjust because she sounded very mature.
Yeah, it just took me a little bit to get accustomed to. But after I did, I was all for it. I was like, yes, Jedi. White lightsabers in live action.
They looked awesome. Like probably some of the best like lightsaber like effects in Star Wars. I think they look
And
fantastic.
they had the little hilts. The little hilts. I was like, yes.
Hold on.
Holding on.
So my university posted this on Instagram today. By now you may have seen the Star Wars spin-off, The Mandalorian, and the one featuring Baby Yoda and out of this world visual effects. The series is one of the first to use a groundbreaking extended reality production method that is now being explored in the lighting design and tech program at University of Cincinnati CCM, or College of Conservatory Music. So that was really cool. Like it was like, whoa, connect.
Hello. I might have to
What?
transfer.
Oh yeah, come to UC.
All right.
But yeah, that was like something really cool to see. I was like, oh my gosh, I feel like that's like what I don't know. That was really cool.
That's really cool, actually. Straight up. I have to
Speaking
do it.
of white lightsabers, so I'm in my room. My light is right there. My computer is here. So naturally, lighting. So you know what I'm doing to get slightly better lighting?
What are you doing to get slightly better lighting? Hang on, pause.
From the,
I'll be right back.
now I guess I have to entertain you guys while Micah goes against this lightsaber. But actually, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a ring light because I've made enough money off of the creator fund to get a ring light. So soon I'll have better lighting in the podcast and in the video. So that's pretty cool. Oh, there he is. Look at him. We're twins.
I don't know what color this is since I've last used it. So we're about to see. Also, I think sound's on, so I don't want to. There we go. Okay. Oh.
Sith happens.
Sith happens. I changed it.
It's like my camera quality is crappy enough to where it almost looks real because of how it's glowing, you know?
Yeah. There we go.
Okay, anyways. Okay, there's another thing to talk about that was mentioned in the Instagram post, Baby Yoda. We got a name!
Yes, we did get a name.
Grogu. And you said they weren't going to name him because he would get attached. I knew it.
Well, technically, he didn't name him.
That is true.
We were talking about if Mando would name him. Not
Grogu.
Grogu. I think it's beautiful.
It was strange at first. Honestly, I feel like any name for him is going to be weird at first. Because I've always known him as a child or Baby Yoda. So it's like, genuinely couldn't think of a name that fit him. So hearing Grogu at first was weird, but I think it would have been like that with any name. But then after a while, I was like,
yeah, but like the thing is like right after Ahsoka said it, my first thought was, and then my next immediate thought was, that's so cute. Like somehow they made it work. Somehow they gave him a name that I didn't utterly despise.
Little baby Grogu.
Grogurt.
And then I think the last topic to touch on, if we're just summarizing the last episode, is the Thrawn name drop. Well, first of all, that lady, oh my gosh, I can't remember her name. The lady with the Beskar sphere. She was so cool.
She was cool. I don't remember her name, but I just remember thinking it was really cool that there's a lady with a Beskar staff.
Yeah. I like that. I like that village vibe. Oh my gosh, I wish I would have taken notes on it, because I feel like I had some thoughts on this part, but I can't remember now. Oh well. She was cool. That fight was awesome.
It was cool.
Oh, my other complaint was that we didn't see reverse grip until the very end.
Yeah, I thought about that. I was like, there's a whole time like during combat sequences where I was like, why does this look so like wrong? Because I was like, I enjoyed watching it happen, but I was like, the entire time something felt off, and I didn't realize it until right before the fight, where she was standing with her lightsabers this way instead of, reverse grip. And I was like, there it is. And then she finally did it. She did it in the threatening manner.
Yeah. I just wonder, I don't know. I guess in the end of Clone Wars and in Rebels, she was using like a normal grip for sometimes. I don't know. I just wonder what their logic was behind not giving it to her in the episode until the very end. Like, was it harder for like Rosario to learn? Or,
I feel like it's harder to learn training like that for that stuff backwards.
It definitely is, because I used to think that I was better at reverse grip, but I'm not. I'm really bad. I can't even spin it.
Yeah. I can spin it back to my regular grip.
See, I was right.
Right.
Okay. Yeah. So I mean, it's understandable because it was harder, but that's just something else that I wish we could have seen.
Yeah, but other than that, honestly, the episode was very well done.
Great
I liked
episode.
Great episode. The whole thing with the ball, where they're like, Mando, you get him to get the ball, and he was like, take ball, and she was like, no, say his name. And he was like, Grogu, take ball.
Grogu,
take ball.
Oh. It's really bad impression. But yeah, great episode. I enjoyed every single moment of it.
Very well done. I really
stayed up until 3 a.m. for it, and that was the first time I've done it since the premiere, and I don't regret it at all.
Dave, you didn't let me down.
Dave Filoni, all hail Dave Filoni. Yeah, I was thinking of making a TikTok, and it's like, that sound? It's like, there he is. There's my favorite white boy.
It is Dave Filoni.
I think that'd be pretty good.
I think it would too. I think you should do that.
But yeah, do we want to move on to the next episode now?
Yeah. It's 5:53. Yeah, let's go ahead.
Okay. So my first note is
the
very beginning of the episode when he said Grogu, and then Grogu's like, huh? And then he laughs. That was so funny to me.
The opening to this episode was probably the cutest thing I've ever seen.
It was so cute, but also it was just, we never heard Mando laugh, Mm-hmm. I was like, oh,
it was just really nice. Like, it was a very and then he did it again, and he was like, like, it was like, it's like whenever you like first get like a pet, and you first and they first get used to their name, and it'll be like, you'd be like, hey, Maxwell, and your dog's like, and you're like, yeah, nice.
Oh, I should feature Jensen in one of her future episodes.
You should.
You guys can meet Jensen. But yeah, I've never seen, and then he like does like the ball thing, and then Mando's like, yeah, gets all excited. Like,
yeah,
it was just so weird. In this episode in general, like, I've never seen him with this much emotion. It was good to see.
Yeah, he genuinely seemed like he was so happy with what was going on, and like it was just a big serotonin boost to see him like not all like angry and like downtrodden for once.
Stoic.
He was just like having fun with his kid. Yeah,
I like that a lot. And then I was surprised that they made it to Tython that quick. Because I thought that it was going to be, so there's 3 episodes, well, now there's 2 episodes left, right?
Is there?
I think so.
What am I going to do with my life after this?
Anyways, I thought it was just going to be like pit stop, at the end is Tython, and then he sends out the beacon, and I thought Moff Gideon would come, and there would be a Mando versus Moff Gideon, Beskar Spear versus Darksaber fight at Tython at the top of the temple, and it'd be like really cool, and that'd be the finale. That's not what happened. They made it to Tython in less than 1 episode, which is really.
He was like, "Look, there's Tython."
The sheer amount of pit stops that he's made this season. So that was surprising, but I wasn't mad about it. And then he started talking about I'm going to give you to the Jedi, and you have to go with them because I can't train you, and it made me really sad.
Yeah, he was asking him. He's like, "You understand that, right?" And the kid just looked at him, and I was like, I genuinely don't know if he understands or not.
I wonder what's good. I really, I don't know if we'll even will we even find out this season if he goes with them. Like I want to know how.
What if Grogu says Mando whenever he leaves?
I'm so invested. I would kill myself.
What if his first word is Mando?
I would cry my eyes out and die. I would pass away.
I'm calling that right now.
Okay.
All me, baby.
Or like this is the way. But that's a full sentence. That's a stretch. And then it was like that happened, and then the name of the episode came up, and it was like the tragedy. I was
like,
what? So I was like, what's this tragedy? I thought that so I saw Cara Dune in the title card of the episode, and I thought Cara Dune was gonna die. That's what I thought the tragedy was. I don't know why, but and then so then they pull up to Typhon. We got the temple. It looks pretty cool. And then they can't get close enough, so that Mando's like, we'll fly. And then they get on the jetpack, and Baby Yoda's like, ah!
That was so funny. It was like, looks like we're gonna have to take a windows down approach, and then they're just like falling, and I was like, oh my god.
I literally laughed so hard at that part that my brother knocked on my door and was like, what are you doing? I'm watching The Mandalorian.
What were you doing?
Side note, I'm watching the Bo-Katan episode with my parents tonight because I haven't seen it yet, so I'm excited for that.
Oh, my lightsaber's blinking.
So,
Battery's low.
I feel like mine dies so fast. And it always dies when I'm in the middle of a video. Does that always happen to you?
I was filming transition video the other day, and I did a swipe down, or no, I did a swipe up, and whenever I brought it up, because it was red, and whenever I brought it up, it died, so it just faded to black, and I'm honestly debating whether or not I should keep it, because it was honestly kind of cool.
Oh, and also another thing, my brother and I are gonna have a lightsaber photo shoot soon with but he has like the long exposure on his camera. So we were playing with it in my basement the other day. It looks so cool. It's like this just colorful streak that's like all around you.
Awesome.
It's awesome. I can't wait for that. But anyways, back to the episode. Okay, so we scream out a jetpack, and then we get there, and Mando's like, I don't know what to do. I'll put you on the rock.
He was like, sit, do thing. And Grogu was like,
stay.
What?
And then here comes Boba. As soon as I saw
that Slave One ship, and I was like, no way.
And I was waiting because literally just like yesterday, like I was like, are we gonna see Boba yet? Like, when's he gonna come back? Like, he really just showed up for 5 seconds and then dipped. And then we got him, and oh my gosh, we got him.
we got so much more than I thought we were going to get.
Oh my gosh. Then Baby Yoda starts meditating.
Yeah, he even had his little fingers in the position.
I know. He reminded me of Yoda like a lot. Like I saw Yoda.
Like the way his face like contorted.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tamir Morrison outdid himself.
Oh my gosh. Yes, I have that later in my notes. I have like a whole like paragraph about it almost.
All right.
But I thought that the planet realm was cool too. It seemed very earthy, but like in a good way.
No, okay, so I saw
you know what I mean?
I know exactly what you mean. And I saw a video. It was posted from some dude that was like just going on like a hike or something, and he filmed something. And it was like, like a little woodsy area of like the storm.
Oh, was it the one with the stormtroopers?
Yeah, the stormtroopers like running down a hill. And I was like, oh, that looks fun. I hope we get to see that. And then I saw it, and I was like,
I remember seeing that video. I didn't make that connection though.
And I was like, I wonder if after we're finishing the episode, I wonder if that dude that recorded that knew that was one of the biggest Mandalorian episodes we're probably ever gonna get.
I know. That's cool. I did not make that connection when I saw it. But yeah, I thought the planet was really cool. I don't know. It just seemed kind of, I don't know.
It reminded me a lot like Arizona for some reason.
Yeah.
I was just like,
I wonder where it was. I bet it was out west somewhere.
Yeah, probably.
No one else in the U.S. goes on hikes.
I mean, I sure don't, but that's because I have nowhere to hike. It's all flat ground here.
Ohio. Go hike through a cornfield.
Oh, yes. You can get a snack on your way.
Yes. And then we see Boba, and he's awesome. He looks great.
Got scars on his face. He's like, yeah, I died. What about it?
It's been a while since I've seen Attack of the Clones, but I liked his accent a lot. Like, I know that he spoke like that in Attack of the Clones, but I don't know, it seemed very similar to like the clone accent in the Clone Wars. Like, they sounded more similar to me than Jango Fett in the clones in the Clone Wars. Does that make sense?
No. You literally just
Like,
said, I like his accent.
no, like,
He speaks a lot like the clones
okay.
in Clone Wars.
No,
Like,
okay, that's Tamura Morrison's like natural accent. Like, he's from
right. He's from New Zealand.
yeah. And I liked his accent because to me, the clones in the Clone Wars sound like D. Bradley Baker sounded very similar to his accent. But for some reason, I don't remember Tamura Morrison in Attack of the Clones having an accent similar to the clones in the Clone Wars. That makes sense? Like
No.
okay, whatever.
Because like
To me, Boba's accent sounded more like D. Bradley Baker than Django's accent, even though they're both played by Tamura Morrison.
how? I
don't know.
I can't understand.
It's just an observation that I made. I don't know. Okay, that's just my thoughts. That's
okay, you know what? I'll let you have that, and I'm gonna go on and continue my day.
Okay. And then we see Fennec, and that's awesome because I loved her.
Yeah.
I loved her, and I knew she wasn't dead. And
I knew she wasn't dead whenever that foot came.
And then I was like, oh, so that was Boba in the last season, and I think that was rumored as well, like last season. Like
yeah, I remember hearing about that. I was like, was this Boba Fett? And I was like,
Boba Fett. I was like, that's ridiculous.
Boba Fett's dead. Me at the end of the first episode of season 2, I'm like, no, he's not.
Yeah. And then I was like, why won't Mandalorians are so stupid, bro, in my opinion. Not like intelligence wise, but like the whole thing. Like, why don't you just give him the armor? Like, he's literally about to like blast your brains out, and you can't give him this like old, like beaten down armor that like does that make sense? Like, you get what I'm saying? I was like, give him the armor, bro.
Boba was like, I want my armor back, and Mando was like, no. And I was like, God dang it.
It's just so it's literally so old too, but it still worked, as we saw.
God, so cool. So he was so cool inside the armor and out of it. Like, more so out of it. He kicked ass out of the
yeah.
Yeah. That big stick.
Down. The stick. It was so cool.
Bit like bashed in stormtrooper helmets.
When the armor was
like chunks everywhere. Like white plastic.
Awesome.
So cool.
Awesome.
That one stormtrooper that was like on his knee, and he hit him from like the chin up, and all you see is his foot come up and then go back down, and he looks so enraged. Bubba looks so mad,
oh my gosh, it was just it was awesome. It really was.
Genuinely one of the greatest things I've ever seen. I was so into it the entire time.
And then Fennec comes down and is like, you look like you've just seen a ghost. He literally has.
He's like, you died.
But he literally has his helmet on. What does she mean? Like, he's literally just like standing there.
The emoji.
The emoji, that's Mando.
You look like you've just seen a ghost.
You look like you've seen a ghost. And then she showed us her mechanical guts, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, I was like, nice. It's like hydraulic press.
Yeah. I have an exam over that on Tuesday. Hydraulics. Woo. Okay, anyways. And then I knew as soon as I saw them all team up and then the Empire come in, I was like, this is about to be an epic fight. Even if they weren't all fighting together, I knew it was going to be. As soon as they teamed up and then immediately the Empire showed up, I was like, this is going to be great. I'm so excited.
It was so good. And the fact that this is the team up we were getting, because we were wondering in like earlier of episode, like the last time we talked about this, we were like, oh, what if it's going to be like Mando, Cara Dune, and Grief Karga get back together again? But no, we're getting Mando, Boba Fett, and a character that was introduced in the last season that died, but is still kind of cool.
Can we talk about the stormtroopers though?
The stormtroopers, like specifically?
Yeah, no,
Okay.
like, okay, so the first thing that I had when they showed up is that one of them was like, up top, move out. Like,
I don't like it. The way they speak is really strange.
I know, it was very, like, okay, this is gonna sound like an insult, but it's not. I don't care. And it was still a great episode. Everything about it was well done. But the stormtroopers, when they were talking, it sounded like when me and my brother would like play with like our Star Wars toys, and we'd be like, "Go this way, move that way, up and out." Like, I don't know, just similar dialogue. Maybe my brother and I are just writing geniuses and have the same writing capabilities as that of the Mandalorian. Highly, highly doubt it.
It made me think a lot.
It just made me laugh a little bit, which I don't think they were supposed to be like super badass or anything. Like, I think there was supposed to be a little bit of comic relief there, but it was just funny to me.
Yeah, it reminded me of how they spoke in the actual in A New Hope. Like, the prisoners transfers are not in the main computer. I'm like, you know what they remind me of? They remind me of the voice from Five Nights at Freddy's sister location. Is like, thank you for choosing Eggs Benedict. You know?
You could have said like the self-checkout at Walmart or something.
No.
Just Five Nights at Freddy's.
People know what I'm talking about.
I
People
don't.
know what I'm talking about. I like literally, I've never heard a male self-checkout.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, is the Five Nights at Freddy's voicemail?
Yes.
Oh. You know that about it? Like, I never heard of male self-checkout. I wonder why that is. I'd like to know the marketing strategy behind that.
I want a male self-checkout voice.
Equality.
Equality.
Okay. Anyways.
All right. Anyways.
We just said anyways, XXX. Okay.
Oh man, that was funny.
Okay.
Anyways.
Then I get to my whole paragraph about Tamora Morrison and Boba Fett. I know that a lot of people love Boba Fett. But I didn't really understand why people were so obsessed with him, only because we didn't see that much of him in the original trilogy, in my opinion. I just feel like I didn't see enough of him to make a judgment on whether or not I like him. Like, he was a very neutral character to me. He was just there. But with the amount of hype he got, like, and then I watched this episode, I was like, this is like what he deserved in the original trilogy. Like, this like type of like boom boom boom. Like, that to me was like, yeah, okay, he's an awesome character. Like, because it was amazing. I don't even have words.
I genuinely don't know what more I can say about it.
He was so cool, and oh my gosh, Tamora did a great job. But except one other thing that I wrote was that I kept thinking about how he voiced Moana's dad. That's all. I was watching him like shatter people's kneecaps. I was like, that's Moana's dad.
Wait. He didn't sing for Moana's dad.
No.
Okay.
He was the speaking voice, Christopher Jackson, who was Washington and Hamilton. That was a singing voice for that.
Also Benny in The Heights, if you guys knew that.
I haven't listened to In the Heights, actually.
What?
I haven't listened to In the Heights.
You really should. I think because you complain about Lynn in Hamilton a lot, but I think you like him a lot more in The Heights. Like, it's a little difficult. it's a little difficult to get through just the soundtrack. Like I had to listen to it and go through like the genius stuff to like actually figure out what's going on. Cause you know, it was actually a musical that has like dialogue in between and like actual scenes and stuff. But once I, once I got like the plot down, what did you?
I'll have to find a bootleg, but then I shouldn't say that because that's illegal.
Shh. Piracy is bad. Anyways.
It just meant that I put my boot on my leg.
Oh, my bad.
Continue.
But yeah, I don't know. I listened to that musical last night actually. And it's honestly so much fun. It's a very fun musical. And I think you'll find that he does much better there because I think he's a lot more in his element there than playing a 1700s white man.
I don't hate Hamilton. I just can't. There's only two parts. I can't stand the Hamilton, and it's just in the Hamilton film. It's not in the soundtrack. It's in Meet Me Inside when he yells at Christopher Jackson. He's like, "Call me son one more time." Eat that.
He's pleading with him.
Yeah. It's like, I hate Hurricane. I hate it.
Because I still haven't finished Act 2 of that because I was gonna record my reaction to it and I just like got very sidetracked.
Yeah, you need to watch her too. And then I hate It's Quiet Uptown.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I saw what you posted on TikTok about Hurricane and I was like,
yeah, no, hated Hurricane. And just honestly, because if he had just been singing and it was just like his voice, it would have been fine. But he's like sobbing while he's singing, and it just sounds bad. Like, it just really does. He's very talented. Yes, but I just can't stand to listen to those three parts of Hamilton. Anyways, Christopher Miranda, Christopher Jackson, Timur Morrison, Moana's dad, Boba Fett, tracing backwards.
backtrack.
But yeah, fantastic job. No complaints about Boba Fett at all.
Literally zero complaints about Boba Fett.
And then Fennec kicks the boulder down, and it just really triggered me. Not gonna lie. Not like actually. It was just they were all running, and I was like, "Can you just jump to the side?" And the one stormtrooper is literally just shooting.
He's like, no.
While a giant boulder is going towards him, I'm like, dude, you have to give up the gun. You have to
move. Please move.
It made me a little bit angry to just watch them be so stupid.
It's funny because I watched that and you bringing it up now, and I could only think about because how I watched the first episode of Supernatural recently, when that car kicks on and Sam and Dean are like, run, and instead of running to the side, they just run straight forward while the car's coming after them.
Like, why do people do that? I know for cinematic purposes, but logically it makes me upset.
Yeah, logically it makes me upset, but whenever me and my roommate talked about it, he was like, yeah, but to be fair, I feel like in instances like that where there's something chasing you, the natural instinct is just to get away.
Yeah.
Not to like think about how you get away, but just to get away.
Yeah. Because, like, never mind. I was going to give an invalid scientific opinion that I don't think is correct, so I'm going to save the inverted.
Science
rules. Bill Nye, get it? Okay. Anyways.
We're on a roll today.
And then we see him in his armor again, which is, again, chef's kiss.
The shot where it's like over his shoulder and he turns and looks back.
And then there's like the explosion.
Perfection.
It's yes.
It's too good. Who wrote this episode?
I don't know.
Or who directed it, more likely?
I don't know.
I'm looking it up.
Jon Favreau, does he direct most of them? I love you and I will marry you.
What did you say?
Whoever directed this episode.
Oh, I thought you were talking to me, and I was like, what?
No, whoever directed this episode. I love them and I will marry them.
Is directed by Robert Rodriguez.
Robert
I
Rodriguez?
don't think I've ever heard of this guy.
Me neither.
Oh, he directed the Spy Kids films. Never mind, I'm down.
So basically, in the Robert Rodriguez cinematic universe, Spy Kids could have met Boba Fett.
Yes, he also did The Adventures of Shark Boy and Lava Girl.
Perfect. Well, now
Perfect.
I know that episode was so amazing because he was capable of creating two of the greatest films of all time.
Honestly, yeah. Exactly that. Side note, I am very excited for the new Shark Boy and Lava Girl movie.
They're making a new one?
Yes.
I didn't like Shark Boy and Lava Girl. But to be fair, the only time I've ever seen it was as like a 16-year-old girl. And so all I saw was like prepubescent Taylor Lautner and bad CGI.
Okay, maybe that's the problem. You didn't see it as a child.
Yeah, it has no nostalgic effect on me. I've only seen it objectively as a bad movie.
That sucks for you, and I'm genuinely so sorry that you never got to have the childhood experience I had.
It's fine. I had High School Musical, so we're good.
Funnily enough, I didn't watch High School Musical until I was a teenager.
It's so good though.
Well, no, because back when I was a little boy, I was like, musicals for girls. And then, the only reason, actually, I did watch High School Musical 3 when I was young because I went camping with my family, but we were staying in this big mansion that's on my stepdad's side of the family that my uncle owned through his mom. I don't know, something. We were there.
Yes.
And so they're all out front, in front of the fire. And I was just I'm tired. I don't want to be here. So I went upstairs. And this is a 3-story house, mind you. But the third story was in construction. So the entire second floor, half of it was ripped out. So if you had to go to the bathroom, you had to shimmy along the one part of the floor because it was on the other side of the hallway.
Obstacle course.
And there was also a rack of baby dolls. It was literally a shelf of baby dolls on the second floor that watched you as you moved past them. It was not good. But anyways, I just remember being in that room and Disney at 11 p.m. is different. So I'm watching and they're like, yeah, High School Musical 3. And I was like, bleh. But I scoured the channels and there's literally nothing else on. So, and also I was a big Disney kid, so I didn't really want to watch anything else. So I watched it and I was like, but yeah. I watched all 3 of them when I was 15, 16. And I was like, these are amazing.
Yes, correct. Anyways, Star Wars. Okay. And
High School Musical podcast.
We see Boba Fett in his armor, and then we cut back to Mando, and he's trying to get through Baby Yoda's little shield thing. And I'm like, bro.
Yeah, how did you not get it the first time?
You have to stop. It's gonna kill you.
It knocked you out that time. Next time it probably will kill you.
And then he was like, all right, I'm gonna go, you stay here. And then of course, the moment he
leaves, Baby
done.
He's like,
done. Are you kidding me? I wonder what will happen with that. Because he sent the beacon out. So is the Jedi gonna come? What's gonna happen? I guess we'll have to stay tuned.
So if they don't have him, but the beacon is sent out, that means that whatever Jedi is gonna come to that last known area.
Yes, I think.
Assuming that Mando and Fennec don't leave that planet, then they're likely to come across a Jedi without...
Yeah, but I mean, I think they're going to leave the planet.
Yeah, they probably will, because they're like, hey, give me back my son.
Yeah.
Where is my son?
Where is my son? Back to Lin-Manuel Miranda. Yes.
He can't escape the picture of him where he's just like,
no, that was one of my TikToks did pretty well off of that because I was like, my Slave Leia cosplay came in. I was gonna do
and it's a win.
And then so I was like, like to the beat of music, and then when the beat dropped, I went like that, and it was just slitting them over, and they got pumped.
I was seeking an accelerated course of study.
I was seeking an accelerated course of study.
That was the funniest. That was like the funniest time of my life for me, and I'm very sad that
it was like
over.
It was like quarantine version of getting rickrolled.
Yeah, but like the saddest part was. Yeah, that too. But the saddest part was that man got bullied off of Twitter for like 2 months.
Do I regret it? No.
I don't regret it because I never did anything.
I gained like 200 followers off of that post, so sorry.
Yeah, I mean, it could have been like me and gained followers based on my creativity and coolness instead of bullying people, but it's all good, I guess.
I just gained so many followers because I literally. This is why I hate TikTok, okay? Everyone, listen up. If you want to get famous on TikTok, don't try, okay?
Do not try.
I spent all that time on that transition where you grab the time warp thing and then it turns into a lightsaber, and then I had another transition after that, and it took so long, and it was the coolest thing ever. 10,000 views. Okay,
literally,
it's still a lot, but I wanted way more than that, so I'm greedy. And then, literally the next day, I was sitting there and I was like, oh, I remember that video. It's like the Marble Bunch. So I go to YouTube, I screen record it, I put it on green screen video, and I put my forehead at the bottom of the video. 850,000 views, 100 and something thousand likes. Total elapsed time to make that video, like 3 minutes.
Yeah, I don't try at anything on TikTok.
Don't try.
Because like
basically, if you think you're good, you're not.
Yeah, everything I've ever put effort into, that edited lightsaber video that took me 7 hours to do, and I posted it, the best it got was 500 likes, which isn't bad, but not even like, I did a lot for that. And then,
yeah,
I made a video of me, with a lightsaber, pretending to block stuff, like pretending to
Anakin thirst trap.
That's not what that was. And so, and then I I put the video in like 0.5 speed, and I dodge a bullet, and everyone's like, wow, this is funny. 36.9K. Like, what?
Basically, just don't try it ever.
Just don't care about anything, and then people will be like, wow, that's cool. That or be Noah Beck.
Did we both Beck at the same time? I can do it, but I'm not wearing the right type of shirt. Corvette. Okay, so that was my audition to be Charlie D'Amelio.
Hello, everybody. My hips just popped. Hello, everybody. This is my audition to be Noah Beck.
Okay, either that was going in the promo or the lightsaber, the part where I drop my lightsaber, or both. Those are
just make a compilation.
I will.
We should make like highlight reels of like these episodes after like Mando season 1 is finished. We can make like highlight reels.
Okay, back to Star Wars. I only have a little bit of notes left, and I have to leave in about 10 minutes. So let's.
6:24 already.
Yeah, 7:24 for me. Okay, so then him and Fennec are together, and they're like, the stormtroopers are shooting at them, and I'm like, how are they only hitting the Beskar? Like,
how do you guys only hate the part that doesn't
only hit the Beskar?
Not to mention, one thing that bothers me about the Mandalorian is that the stormtroopers have good aim, but they're hitting the wrong place.
Yeah.
Like, in all the other media, they can't hit anything, but of course they're going to hit Mando, but they're going to hit him where it can't damage him.
Yeah.
So we're just watching Mando get, like, pelleted. Like, he's fine.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, I did not know that Beskar was that strong. Like when she was, like, fighting with the spear in the Ahsoka episode, I was like, oh, lightsaber can't cut Beskar.
Yeah, and that's another material
of the Star Wars universe.
That's another material that can combat lightsabers.
Yeah. So my question is, what would win? Beskar or Vibranium? There's probably an answer for this. Dark Choco, can you please answer our question?
Dark Choco, give us an answer. Guys, comment down below what do you think it is.
Comment, drop a comment, smash the like button.
Yeah, drop a comment below what you think it is, Vibranium or Beskar. And while you're at it, make sure to smash that like button. Make sure to click that bell so you always get a notification from us. Usually every Friday, unless I go home for the weekend and my internet's garbage. But yeah, and
yeah, okay. Okay, so then.
Please boost our algorithm.
Then R.I.P. Razor Crest.
Yes, that was the way my jaw dropped whenever I saw that ship explode.
I was like, dang.
I was like, they're pulling no punches. They're pulling no punches.
It's like, and everyone calls it, okay, so everyone like memed it and called it like it's like the equivalent of like a Honda Civic in the Star Wars universe. So I was like, no, the Honda Civic. So I
show it some respect, dude.
Feel for Mando. I do, because when I was 17, I totaled my 2003 Toyota Corolla, so it's like the same thing basically.
How do people total cars? I don't.
Well, if you're me, you rear-end someone, and then you get rear-ended, so you get sandwiched. I don't know. It's just like you damage it so bad that it can't be fixed, so you have to get rid of it.
Well, guys, Amaya totaled her car at 17 years old.
Fun fact, had my license for 9 months.
I've had my license for over a year now. I didn't start driving until my senior year, but I haven't totaled my car yet. I did hit some guy's truck though, but it didn't leave a mark on his vehicle, so there's no point in me saying anything about it. It just left a mark on mine. So I was like,
yeah, I never anyone or anything. I've never been pulled over, so like I think besides the one point where I totaled my car, I'm doing pretty good.
It's not so bad.
Been driving for about almost 4 years strong, so doing good.
Yeah.
Okay, so then it's like sad, and then Baby Yoda's sleeping.
Yeah, he's.
And then they release the monster droids, and I'm like, where are they? So if the Empire is no longer in power, they no longer have access to government funds, I'm assuming. So where are they getting the funding for all of these freaking cruisers and monster droids that we've never seen before?
Is this what you think about?
Yes. Where is this funding coming from?
Well, I don't imagine that. I don't know how that works.
Because like those ships. Well, I was thinking about this in the Clone Wars too. Maybe I'm just a nerd and I don't know how to have fun. But like those ships are huge. They have to be expensive, like really expensive. And the Republic, like in the Clone Wars, the Republic just was like, "Oh, you destroyed one? We'll just get you another one." Like, what? And now the Empire has all these. The Empire doesn't even have power anymore, and they have all these gigantic cruisers and like these fancy droids and funding for like a lab to harvest midi-chlorians. Like what? How are they affording all of this?
Do you know what this reminds me of?
What?
This reminds me of like 2 days ago when you were asking us if we knew how to do taxes.
I wanted to make sure. No, I had a question because the creator fund gets taxed. But I was like, do I have to put that on my taxes? Or do I have to file it? That makes sense.
I mean, yes, but it's also an app.
But no, it gets taxed. You have to file a W-9 and it counts as self-earned income. Like it gets taxed. So I'm like, when I do like the taxes that are due on like March 15th or April 15th or whatever, like, do I have to write down creator fund as self-earned income? I don't do my own taxes, and no one else knows about my account. So, you see why I'm screwed here? I just want to make sure that my dad doesn't commit tax fraud.
Uncle Stan, why did you write that? Because I regularly commit massive tax fraud. Might just want to tuck that one away there.
So after you comment whether Beskar or Vibranium would win,
let us know if Amaya's dad will be committing tax fraud.
Yes, let me know because I don't want that to happen. Anyways, Okay. We're almost done.
Okay. Long story short, we don't know where they get the funds.
So I don't know where the funding is coming from. Darth Chaco. We need to invite him on here one time and just ask.
Yes, we do. We have a lot of questions for you.
We have a lot of questions. Probably questions that we shouldn't have if we're going to have our own podcast. But, you know.
We're learning. It's okay.
We're learning. Anyways, so we don't know where they're getting funding from, but then the scary droids come out and they take Baby Yoda, and then it's all sad.
Yeah, I was like,
looking through.
Like, there's no hesitation either. Like, usually in moments like that, there's usually like a really slow reach for the main character to get there in time to see.
Yeah, there was just
no, and this droid just said,
for real. And then he's looking through the ashes, and then he finds the ball.
So sad.
Pain. All I feel is pain.
Liam Payne, but no Liam.
Liam Payne without the Liam. And then he finds a spear, and then I'm thinking again. Okay, so we're not going to see Ahsoka versus Gideon, which is what I wanted to see.
But we might see Mando versus Gideon.
No, yeah, that's what I want to see. I want to see that.
Like, I do too.
That's a request that I have, is that I want to see Mando with the Beskar spear versus Moff Gideon with the Darksaber. I would like to see it.
Valid.
And then he goes and finds Cara Dune. Oh, no, we found out the Jango Fett was a foundling. Because remember we had that question.
You find that out.
And we were like, no one really knows, but then we found out. So there you go, guys. We're not stupid.
There you go, guys. We got the answer. Jango Fett was a foundling, so they're technically
came here to roast us. Can't do it.
That you got that from us. Remember that.
Yeah, we told you. We're smart. Okay, so then he goes to Cara Dune. Then he looks for freaking Mayfeld. I don't like Mayfeld. It's annoying. I feel like if he were on Earth, he would be racist.
Have we seen Mayfeld? So we've seen Mayfeld before.
Mayfeld was in the Prison Break episode with the purple. Oh.
Okay, nice.
All right.
I don't remember a thing about. I barely remember anything about season 1 because I didn't rewatch it.
He was in the Prison Break episode with the purple Twi'leks and the angry guy that I don't like either. I just didn't like those episodes very much. I didn't like Mayfeld. He just gave me bad vibes. I mean, I probably liked him the best out of everyone in that crew, but still not a fan. But I mean, like, whatever. Like, I'm not like salty. Oh man, my saber just died. Look at the awesome lighting. Nice. But yeah, not really too excited about seeing Mayfeld, but whatever. Maybe he'll be cool now, or something. He'll be like a cool prisoner. It's like,
yeah, we'll get to see them infiltrate another, facility.
Yeah.
And
kill Matt Lanter.
No, not again, please. We need him.
I lost my spot in this. Oh yeah. And then the character's like, I can't do it. And then Amanda's like, but
she has my son. They have my son. She's like,
all right. And then we see that he's really powerful, Baby Yoda, because he's like,
yeah, he's choking people.
Yeah, that was cool. I was like, dang.
I was like, my God, and Moff Gideon's just like, good. And
then, okay, so we see him using the Force, and then he's like done, and he's all tired, and he's like panting. He literally sounded like my dog. Like, my dog was like sleeping at my feet when I was watching this episode, and I thought it was him at first making that noise. And I was like, nope, that's Baby Yoda.
Jensen is Grogu confirmed.
Jensen is Grogu. He kind of looks like Grogu.
Dress him up next year for Halloween, please.
Okay, I tried to get my parents to dress him up as Yoda this year because they have like those Yoda dog costumes that have like sticking out, like the hands or whatever. But then my brother's girlfriend got him a koala costume, so he was a koala instead.
Oh, shame on Adam's girlfriend.
Well, they're not together anymore, so I think it was because of the koala costume. I know, total waste. We could have had.
Whoa! I just got to chill. Excuse that.
Said Adam is single.
Not me, but I think I know several people that.
Yeah.
I'm looking at you.
Me?
No, not you.
Oh yeah, don't say that. Yeah, I'm looking. We know who we're looking at.
Yeah, we know who we're looking at.
I wonder if she even watches the podcast.
I wonder. I don't know. We should ask her.
Probably not. It's okay. We'll ask her. Okay. Anyways, then I found a continuity error.
Ooh.
So Baby Yoda, he's like has his hand out, and then Moff Gideon walks up to him, and then he's like lowers his hand as Moff Gideon walks up to him, and then it cuts the camera to behind Moff Gideon, so it's on Baby Yoda now, and his hand's back up.
Shame on them.
Guys, you suck. Come on, be better.
Come on, Lucasfilm. I trusted you guys. If you guys can't even handle a little arm, how do I expect you guys to handle a finale like Mando season 2?
This is why I hate Star Wars.
I hate companies, dude. Freaking.
I hate it. Okay, then my last 2 notes. When they went to stun him, I for real thought they were about to shoot him, just like the end. He was like, well, because he said, why doesn't he sleep for a little longer? And then it's like, oh my god. But then it's just the stun.
Like, why don't you just take a little...
Which is also kind of cool, because correct me if I'm wrong. Have we ever seen, like, the stun be used in live action?
Mm-hmm.
I never remember it. We have.
Episode 4. Set to stun.
Oh. That's embarrassing. Anyways, it looked cool, because I only remember it from the Clone Wars when they're trying to stun Ahsoka.
Yeah, no, they did it in episode 4, and that was about it.
Sweet, I just watched that the other day. Whatever. Anyways.
I think they may have done it in the sequels too, but I can't remember.
I need to rewatch the sequels because it's been hot.
Yeah, I haven't watched them in a little bit.
Anyways. And then my last note is, bro, it's literally just a baby. What is wrong with you? They're like, tie him up. I'm like, he's this big.
You think he can't use the Force just because his hands are chained together?
He can use it for like 20 minutes or something.
The hand is just for effect, guys.
I know, he has like 3 fingers.
Right.
Yes. That's my Baby Yoda hand impression. So.
Claw.
Okay, well, I don't know, I got through all my notes. I think we covered both episodes pretty well.
I think we did too. I think thank goodness these 2 episodes had a lot for us to talk about. Also, not to mention, thank goodness that we missed last week, because I feel like they gave us more to talk about, so we didn't get as sidetracked. So good job to us. I think we got a good amount covered. If you guys made it all the way through, thank you guys for listening.
Thank you.
And yeah, next week we will be back with maybe the second to last episode, maybe the last episode. I couldn't tell you.
I think it's the second to last.
Oh man, crazy. But yeah, so thank you guys for watching.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm Micah.
I'm Amaya.
And always remember,
Sith Happens.
that's a wrap.
Okay.
How do I stop?